consume some content in order to convert into a lead, you have to define your goal before you put any money into social media. So what we do is we do a lot of lead conversions. So we want to make sure that we actually define that persona. We want to make sure we understand what part of the buyer journey they're in. Are they awareness, consideration, decision, or like customer happiness sort of thing? And then we want to be able to create a campaign around that. Your campaign is going to define your social messages. There's always like the 4-1 and 1 rule, or the 5-1 and 2, or like the 20% rule of being like only self-serving. There's a lot of different rules that you can think about with social media, but you really just want to build clout, build trust, start to share other people's content, tweet to other companies, say, hey, we thought that this was relevant. We wrote a blog about why we thought this was relevant. We really think you should do another company that sells to the same market that you're selling to, so that you can actually build that clout through social. But you really need to find a goal. So how are you going to convert people on your website? Do you have a content offer? Do you have a promotion? At the end of the day, how are you going to get those email addresses? Because if you're just going to throw stuff on social media without a conversion, it's pointless.
Interesting.
Sorry.
That's
tip. This message brought to you by.
It can be positive. It can be like a happy thing.
Pointless, really pointless.
No, one thing I'll say is, in terms of conversions, you have to think about what the call to action is, and also the conversion optimization is really important. Like, so when you post something onto Facebook and you want them to do something, click here to do what, and is that what they want to do, and then when they click there, can they get to what they want to do, right? So sending somebody to your home page to complete a task that they wish to complete is not necessarily helping. Like, you have to, whatever it is that you are offering, you have to deliver once they click that, and that all that has to be consistent. It's the same with SEO. If I well, they click through that blog post, it better damn well solve the problem, because then they're going to bounce, and then your quality score goes down. Google says, okay, you are selling apples when you're saying you're selling bananas, and that's not cool. So just
tips, and I'm listening to everybody. And
yes.
You have lots of experience in that.
So one tip is chat. Nobody's mentioned chat. I think it's becoming standard for people to expect chat on a website. And the best chat app we found so far is Live Chat. It's pretty inexpensive. Gives you nice customization so that you can turn it on and off. Like if I'm in the office and I'm on a call, I turn it off. And it disappears. I don't like it when you leave a message, because that's not what chat is for. Chat is for chatting, not leaving a message. So have it pop up. It can be very unobtrusive. It doesn't have to be a big bubble that takes over everything else, but just, a nice little box. And I actually say, hi, Kristen Zhivago here. Can I help? And I just got a very big client from that. So
The name of it again?
Live chat.
Okay.
The other thing I'm not hearing anybody talk about, although do a little bit with the SEO, is you now have two customers. You've got your customer, real people, and Google. Google's now your other customer, and if you don't market to Google properly or work with Google properly, you'll never get the customers, because Google's the gatekeeper now. So you can do all you want with your SEO and your keywords and finding out how people search and what they go after, long tail keywords, the ones that are less competitive and all that. But if you're not structuring your content for Google, they'll never see it. And now we only have those 10 spaces. If you're not on the home page, you're kind of dead. So, and sometimes the only way to get on the home page is to add on there for the main things that you sell. So one of the things we do is something I call an SEO persona, which is we're building the identity of the company with some characteristics. This is our company name. These are the three things we would say we sell if we were standing in an elevator. These are the associations to find you. Like if you go to my blog right And a large part of your content, you can still write for human beings and make it interesting and help. Can't place you among the 5 billion searches that go there.
More questions? Questions, tips? Any like subsequent tips? Coming up, bubble up. Come on.
I wasn't prepared.
That's all right.
No, you will.
So my name is Ryan Belmont. I know I don't have a name tag, and I own a thing. You know, when you're posting on social media, is to act like a human and not a robot. So when you post, you know, I send an email newsletter out every day. I was just telling somebody, it is, you know, Facebook is working against. One of the things I'm doing is working every day to buy an email. It is a huge subscription. And, you know, if I put in the morning email to get your website and SEO in the right way, but it's also important to talk like a human and not like a robot. Going to local media, we all own businesses. I even have to rely on other local media. Press releases, reaching out, connecting. You have a much higher chance, no matter what you do. Something happens, do a quick local websites. You know, can I?
All right.
Sharing all your good info, and we'll look to if you want.